Do you want to know what this thing is, Lieutenant? Yes. Yes, I would like to know. It's a fucking alien. And we're going to capture it to dissect it and find out all about it and its technological advancements. And I am not throwing away my shot, man. Don't interfere with this. I'm going to get this alien. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hamilton, what did I tell you about singing whilst I'm talking? Sorry, sir. Now, Lieutenant, take a good long look at this picture. What do you think? Ugh. He is one ugly motherfucker. Correct. He's non-stop. Hamilton! Ladies and gentlemen, Nick here, and welcome to my review of Predator 2, the sequel to the 1987 cult sci-fi action film Predator. In this instalment, we see a Predator has come to Los Angeles in 1997, where it kills off members of the Colombian and Jamaican drug gangs as they are fighting against each other, as well as the police and civilians. So the Predator has decided to come down and kill some of them, and then it decides to kill members of the police and even civilians as it sees weapons on them. So it just decides to do a big killing spree, basically, starting with the drug dealers, including the Jamaican drug lord leader, King Willie, who gets a very memorable post-death scene. We don't actually see the death, but we get to see what's happened to him with his chopped off head and the expression of it. That is incredibly funny. And quite scary. This is a very brutal film. And also, this Predator seems to have taken an interest with the main character of the film, a certain Detective Inspector Mike Hannigan, played by Danny Glover of Lethal Weapon fame. And considering this is Los Angeles, where Lethal Weapon took place, you can just presume that Riggs and Murtaugh took a break during this gang war. They weren't there for it. They would come back for the next thing. Although, if they were in the same universe, if the Lethal Weapon films and Predator films were in the same universe, they would definitely be up to their necks in this trouble as much as Hannigan is. I can guarantee that. So, yeah, the Predator takes an interest in Hannigan for some reason. It sees him on the rooftop, and then it just kind of follows him around, kind of taunts with him a little bit, like killing some of the people he knows, like his best friend, another fellow cop, and injuring his third member of the party. So, yeah, and also Gary Busey, also from Lethal Weapon, makes an appearance as was apparently a federal agent, but he's actually trying to find the Predator, and he does a really good job and has a great couple of lines. He does get killed though, so yeah, his son appears in the fourth film, and he doesn't get a very good, very happy ending either. So, I think what this one does really well is the characters. I think slightly better character development than the first film, but I think story-wise, I don't think the story's as good. When I first saw this film back in May, I absolutely loved it. I don't know what it was. It just was amazing. When I rewatched it, I didn't think it was quite as good as the first one. I think the first one just won me over again, won me back after I rewatched it. Was just so good, and the second one just wasn't quite as good. I don't know why. I preferred the second one on the first viewing, but on the second film. I preferred the first one. And well, but I still think I think that Alien and Predator ranking is going to have to be changed a bit. But I still think Predator 2 is a really great film. It's really well executed, really well performed. The practical stuff is amazing, and even the visual effects are also great. And acting's great. I think Bill Paxton does a great performance here, just like in Aliens. Whether it's as good as the one in Aliens, I'm not certain. I also like the other two officers. Sadly, one of them gets killed off. But I do really like the scene where the Predator kind of gives Hannigan a bit of a fright when he's visiting the dead officer's grave. And, yeah, and also the scene where the Predator finishes Hannigan's line for him with the "you are one ugly motherfucker" line. It's like the alien knows what he's going to say. And it's still performed really well. When the alien spaceship blows up, I'm not sure whether does it blow up or does it fly off into space. I'm not quite certain what happens, but it's a great ending with the final fight. Although I do think the Predator is killed slightly easier. I think it's about ready to strike Hannigan, but then he's quick. But it feels like he's just letting him do it. He's like a quick pause. I think the alien could have been maybe at least in about to strike him with its weapons, and Hannigan just gets in first. That might have been a bit better. But I will say the new toys the Predator has are great. We've got the little disc thing, the disc thing that Hannigan uses. We've got that kind of sharp metal thing that they tried to examine. The one that I think it's Billy, the first officer, gets killed off. Yeah, lots of people call Billy getting killed off in this series. Let me just check his name was Billy. No, sorry, not Billy, Danny. The character of Danny was holding it in his hand and he was killed. So that's another little weapon. And also the mesh wire thing. That's another good weapon, and the Predator's able to heal his chopped off arm. That's very good. So we get some more toys and medical stuff. Also, the first film left the identity of the alien kind of in a bit of a mystery, whilst the second one kind of reveals a bit more about the alien. Certainly with the groups of them honouring their fallen foe and respecting the one who killed him because they see him as worthy. Overall, it's not quite as good as the first film, but it's still downright close. If I'd done this back in May, I might have given this a 10, but I think I just give it a 9. So I'm going to keep it at 9. I'm going to give Predator 2 a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Doesn't quite compete with the first one anymore. If I did this back in May, I think it would have been the other way around. But yeah, this was still a great film, and it's a brilliant sequel. So thank you for watching this review of Predator 2, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Nick Payne Extra YouTube channel. And considering this is Los Angeles where Lethal Weapon was taking place, it's strange to think, it's strange that, and yeah, it's a really great film. Overall, I don't think it's an amazing film. Sorry, that's not right. Do you want to know what this thing is? Sorry. It's an... Take a good look long at this. What do you think? What do you...